Hello, my friends. Thank you for joining me at Light Your Way with Liza. I'll be doing a general reading for the collective, and please like and subscribe if you would. I'd really appreciate it. It helps grow the channel. And also, I would love to hear any comments or suggestions you have. And I'd love to hear where you're from. So, let's get started. I'm going to light my candles, and today we're going to start out with angel wishes. We'll do 3 of those, then we'll move on to oracle, and then on to tarot, and then we will finish up with a charm casting. All right. Let's get started. Angel wishes. Cards have all been pre-shuffled and the decks have been cut. Divine Spirit, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors, please show us 3 messages, 3 angel wishes for the collective. What messages? What wishes from the angels do you have? There's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, the first one is your inner strength can and will move mountains. You know you can do it. You are what you think. Think positive thoughts. I like those. Those are good. All right, and next is the Abundant Attraction deck. It says it's the Oracle of Accelerated Manifestation by River Ether. Divine Spirit, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors, please show us 3 messages from this Abundant Attraction deck. 3 cards, please. I'll shuffle 3 times. If nothing pops out, whoa, that went too far. Some readers don't even take them if they go on the floor. I do if I can reach them, but not if I have to get up. All right, so yeah, 3 shuffles, and then I just pull like so. Too many? Any more than 3 is too many. Excuse me, I have a little bit of a sore throat. Okay, first one is passionately aligned. The universe supports work that brings joy, meaning, and fulfillment to your life. Let your passions guide your path and have faith that the rewards will follow. Sacred security. Trust that you are divinely supported and let your spirit settle into the knowledge that the universe is your co-creator. Ground yourself in this sacred truth. You are always provided for. Harmful influences. Not all who surround you support your highest good. Pay attention to relationships and influences that lower your vibration and cloud your judgment. Protect your energy by choosing your interactions wisely. She has 2 snakes coming at her from each side. All right, this one I have never used in a reading other than an in-person reading, not a YouTube reading, but these are messages from somebody in your energy. It could be a partner, it could be a parent or a sibling or a child or a friend, anybody who is close within your energy that has a message from their higher self. Okay, so again, this is, you have to translate this yourself. So we're going to pick 5 cards Divine Spirit, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors, please show us 5 cards. That wants to come out, and 1 more to go. Okay. And they say, divine counterpart, obstacles, childhood wounding is influencing my actions. You are the first person to make me feel this way, and I'll come back for you. Remember, this is somebody in your energy telling you these things from their higher self. Divine counterpart, obstacles, childhood wounding is influencing my actions. You are the first person to make me feel this way, and I'll come back for you. This next deck, I don't think I've used it either. I've had it for a while, but I haven't used it in a reading for YouTube. It's called The Psychic Tarot for the Heart, and it's by John Holland. And this is when you definitely decipher the meaning of these cards for your life personally. So it's different for everybody, and I think you know best what the meaning is. So, Divine Spirit, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors, please show us 5 cards for the collective. 1 more shuffle. One more card, please. Okay. This is going to be a tricky one to decide which card for me to look up in my guidebook. Maybe as I'm reading them, it'll come clear. Okay. The central energy is balance, daydreams and decisions, detach, balance, blossom, rebuild. Actually, I don't think I need to look these up. Now that I'm reading them out loud, they all make perfect sense. I hope they do for you too. Daydreams and decisions. Basically, that's about manifesting yourself what you want. Detach, meaning pull yourself away from anything that is toxic or not good for you. Balance. Always good and important to have balance in your life. I know it. I'm a Libra, and that's my struggle, is always trying to stay balanced, as most Librans. Blossom, meaning growing and changing, moving forward in a positive way. And rebuild, meaning changing and doing things differently in whatever way you need to. Okay. Daydreams and decisions, detach, balance, blossom, and rebuild. Okay, so some of you who have seen prior videos know that every reading I'm either doing the shadow work deck, self-reflection deck, or sacred woundings. So today is the shadow work, and I didn't even really know what that meant myself. I kind of did, but not fully. And I'm going to read this to you out of the guidebook because to me it made a lot of sense. It's just kind of good to know a little bit of background about shadow work. What is the shadow? The idea of the shadow was popularized by Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung as a mirror to Sigmund Freud's ideas of the unconscious mind. Jung believed that everyone has a hidden shadow self. The shadow represents the repressed parts of your psyche, the total of your mind, both the conscious and unconscious, such as the thoughts and feelings you don't normally access because they are often too painful. These parts are largely negative, but may also include positive aspects that you've learned to hide for various reasons. They can range from negative feelings like fear, sadness, and anger to unspoken truths, deeply held traumas, or pain. All right, with that being said, I'm going to choose a card and give you your homework assignments, which are questions that you need to ask of yourself and answer. My spirits, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, please show us a card for the collective. Way too many. This is a really thick deck. It's not that easy to manage. One card, please, for the collective. One more shuffle and I'll pull. Okay. The artist is an archetype of someone who focuses on creation and innovation through self-expression, contributing to culture over time. And there's 3 questions here. 1, have you tapped into your own creative ability to express your life's vision? 2, what challenges have you faced? And 3, if not, what shadow beliefs might be limiting your creativity? I'm going to read the 3 questions again, your homework questions. 1, have you tapped into your own creative ability to express your life's vision? 2, what challenges have you faced? And 3, if not, what shadow beliefs might be limiting your creativity? Okay, on to tarot. Make a little space here. Okay. Divine spirits, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, please show us a 5-card spread to give the collective inspiration, meaning. What 5 cards do you have for the collective? One more. Okay. We only have one major arcana, which is strength. And the central energy is the Knight of Cups. So let's start out here with the Knight of Pentacles, who is moving forward, but with a very slow and steady progress. The long-awaited outcome is going to be there, and it can relate to any area of life, but it does finally come to fruition. And because it is Pentacles, it has to do with money or anything monetary in your life. So it can also have to do with your health, your body. So the Knight of Pentacles is on his way. He's just slow. So patience, you need patience. Spirit, what more can you tell us about the Knight of Pentacles? Ooh, the Star, major arcana. And the Star is about insight and hope. Dreams for the future come true. It's about healing and rejuvenation. and your present challenges are going to be resolved. That's awesome. So that's going to happen, and then the Knight of Pentacles is here to show it, okay? Oh, I forgot to tell you the card on the bottom of the deck. Ooh, I'm sorry, it's the Devil. It's okay. The Devil is overseeing this reading, but you know what? We can get around that. It's just being aware of it. That's what matters. Being aware so you are warned. Okay. Spirit, please clarify the Strength card. Tell us more about this Strength card being here. Strength card is about persistence with composure. Okay, here's the Nine of Swords. The Strength card is about self-control, and it's a fusion of courage and composure. Compassion, courage, and composure. The Nine of Swords that just popped out is about emotional pain, worry, and anxiety. Can mean depression and some, sleepless nights. So it's good that it's here with this Strength and Courage card, because strength, this is major arcana, so it overrides the minor arcana. So there may be some anxiety and issues, but nothing that your Strength and Courage can't handle. So is there anything else we need to know about this Strength card with the Nine of Swords for the collective? The Magician, yay! Magician can manifest whatever he wants. So he has the power to turn visions into reality. He is skilled and creative, and he has all the tools available. Cups, pentacles, swords, and wands. He has everything he needs to make whatever happen. It's just a matter of deciding and going for it. Next is the Knight of Cups, which offers proposals, invitations, or proposition. It could be romantic, and more likely is in a romantic way because it is the cups, but not necessarily. It can be any area in life on an emotional level. So that Knight is coming forward with something. Please tell us more about this Knight of Cups. Five of Wands. That is about tension and competition, some conflict and challenge, especially at work. And it's going to be required of you to navigate through this discord. It's not like really a difficult situation, but it is a situation that has to be dealt with. So, Spirit, please tell us more. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Well, that's about self-sufficiency and financial independence and enjoying the comforts of success. So even though there's a few glitches there, it's going to be okay with this Nine of Pentacles. She's just enjoying life. She's got all her pentacles around her and her bird on her hand, and money and possessions are safe if you are cautious and disciplined. Watch out for your financial interests. Rely on your own instincts and research. Do not trust financial advisors. You come into a large sum of money, possible inheritance or lottery winnings, investments pay off. Okay, so I guess because through this competition and through this little bit of adversity, you're going to come out successful and then move forward with an offer of some kind to somebody. Could be in work, could be in love, some way in life. Okay, but then we have the Five of Cups, which is about loss, grieving, disappointment. Could be self-pity, regret. Spirit, please tell us more about this Five of Cups. Why is this Five of Cups here? Ten of Wands. Too many responsibilities, exhaustion, heavy burden, and being overextended. Time to make changes. And especially because this Eight of Swords, you don't want to end up here with the Eight of Swords tied up, blindfolded, which she can actually get out of this. She is overwhelmed by problems and personal issues, but she can get out of it. This is self-imposed restriction. So all of this hard work and being overextended, causing some disappointment and grieving and feeling self-imposed restriction is all up to you to get out of. It just says you're overwhelmed by problems and personal issues, forced into living by others' rules. You feel trapped and think there is no way out. Your own fear, indecision, or priorities may be causing this. Solutions do exist. The answers require clear thinking and compromise. So this self-imposed, all of it, the grief, the loss, feeling overwhelmed, it's all up to you to pull out of it. And you can do it because you've got the Magician here that can do anything. And we see that it's going to work out to be successful with this Nine of Pentacles. So it's just a matter of nipping it in the bud when you can. Being aware of it, basically. Being aware of it so that you know what you need to do to get over it. All right? Spirit, please clarify this. Five of Cups, Ten of Wands, and Eight of Swords. What more can you tell us about this Five of Cups, Ten of Wands, and Eight of Swords? Please clarify. Okay, Five of Pentacles. Financial loss could be home, job, health, feeling of isolation, feeling like you're being left out in the cold. Okay, again, it's all part of the same thing. Okay, Tower. This may be what you need to rebuild and to blossom. A Tower card, which is a major arcana. Basically, it's a sudden change. It is chaos, but it means cutting your losses. And it means just long-held beliefs and ideas are challenged. And suddenly there's a crisis. And the reason this card is not strictly negative is because everything falls apart so that you can start to rebuild in the way you need to rebuild. Which, what card was that? Detach and rebuild. Okay? So, I hope that you understand there is, a bit of adversity in this reading, but it's not anything that you can't handle and do something about. It's just more about being aware of it so that you can take control of it. All right? And now we are going to choose a charm called Charm Casting. Let's see what charm. It's a butterfly. And what the butterfly means is the butterfly represents personal growth. It's a time to understand who you are on a deeper level so you can identify the parts of yourself that you wish to change. This could be your behavior, attitudes, or beliefs. Finding out the aspects of your life you wish to work on will show you where you need to push yourself in order to reach your highest potential and achieve your goals. Okay? It goes along perfectly with the rest of the reading. Butterfly. Okay, thank you so much for joining me today, and please like and with a thumbs up and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Thank you so much for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your day.